because
that's a lie. That's a lie. What I attempted to stop was you repeating yourself, just droning on, saying exactly, word for word, the same thing you said 20 seconds ago. Completely pointless, absolutely selfish in a room where there's 50 people, many of whom want to talk. Completely selfish and inconsiderate of everyone. Completely pointless, not a conversation, absolutely not what we want here at all. So that's what I'm smothering.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the tactic of trying to shut down the truth. They are smothering and...
It's not shutting down the truth if you've already been allowed to say it, is it, you liar?
Me. You're interrupting every word I say. Every word I say.
Yeah, because you keep lying. Because you keep lying and saying that a thing that you were allowed to say here, uninterrupted, was me shutting down the truth. Because I wouldn't let you fucking repeat yourself like a spastic. That's not shutting down the truth. It's just trying to get you to behave like a normal, reasonable adult.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm already behaving like a normal, reasonable adult.
No, you aren't. Normal, reasonable adults. Normal, reasonable adults don't just repeat themselves because they feel like it.
Right. Look, I'm not repeating myself because I feel like it. I'm repeating it because you are failing to understand the implications of what that means. That's what I'm driving home. That's why driving the point home is a legal and professional way to behave.
Well, a professional way to behave would be to respond directly to the point that I've made, not just repeat the point that you have previously made.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am responding, and in the response to my first statement about the 7.6 mile hole and the implications that they were all, the predictions that were made were wrong.
Right.
I get called a liar. That was the response to my statement.
Okay. Let me bring it back on track.
That's wrong.
Let me bring it back on track, Jem, because you might have come back, and that was only a minor point. I'm going to bring it right back on track now. Gempanda, what you say is true, but here's the thing, Jem. They have predictive methods. So before the hole went down 8 miles, according to Mans, it was only 6 inches at the end, or whatever, at the beginning, okay. But they were looking through the strata based on predictions, and what they had predicted using the equipment, the other ways to test...
Something's gone wrong there. You're breaking up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you broke up there, Pete.
No, his mother was taking me in the backhead. He said, "Now you have to shut the fuck up, my son."
Yeah, so basically, ladies and gentlemen, I am not out here to deceive you. I'm not trying to say that there aren't other methods of detecting what's beneath us. What I'm saying is that the method being used and the claims being made, you cannot trust. That's the point. Seismic sensors can register a certain distance, not 4,000 miles on an imaginary. Remember, we're talking about a ball Earth that's meant to be oblate that hasn't been established to exist.
Excellent. And here's another great point, Jim.
Excellent.
Thank you, John. 1 second. Here's another great point, because with the assumption tau, remember, we're going back, this is Cavendish experiment. I know about it, right? But here's the thing. There's an assumption there's uniformity to the density as it ever increases as you go down. They hadn't taken into account the hollows. Look at them, the amount of caves that have been found underground, vast hollows. So if there's a different density in reality based on, actual findings, then the whole of the density gradient that you attribute to the greater establishment of the universal setting tau goes out the window, bud. It goes out the window.
It's a rounded mass of the Earth. You know what I mean? All right, you can take into account.
We don't measure any curvature.
Holes and shit. We don't really measure holes, no. But you know.
Okay, but Pete, you don't need all your fucking words that you are using there. The only thing that you have to say is, like everybody that has some brain.
Johnny, wait, Johnny.
No, I'm not finished. Let me finish. In the equator, everything has to be balding out. You have to have a big bald in the equator. that is not happening in reality. But everybody says, yes, it really has to. But it isn't.
Johnny?
Yeah, well, let me just answer John briefly here. John, I already mentioned this to Larry. Larry, I'm glad you're here because remember I mentioned about the highest mountain on Earth when viewed from the center. It's not Mount Everest, but Larry has no way to actually measure that, John, without the assumption that the Earth is an oblate spheroid and curves up at the equator. So nice one, John. Nice one. I'm aware of all these arguments.
So I'm just saying, we don't have to use so many words.
Wait, Johnny. Pete Shea here said that you were an agent with a small part to play. Is that true?
He asked me.
Yeah, it's a funny because I have been around it, but no, I am not an agent in that way. No.
Oh no, but Pete Shea said you were he said that you were a minor.
Well, I just
many years ago.
Now we're distracting from the points now. Can we not do that? That's not going to be flying here. Look, ladies and gentlemen, my statement. Hang on a second now. My statement earlier of the 7.6 miles and the predictions that were made that were wrong, they cannot then extrapolate that to tell us that they know what is 4,000 miles into the Earth's core, the ball Earth that doesn't exist. It doesn't.
Okay, what specifically were they wrong about?
That's the point we're making here.
What
I'm not
specifically?
saying that it cannot tell what's going on underneath with seismic monitors.
Okay, what specifically were they wrong about?
I'm trying to fucking.
No, you aren't. You're trying to avoid answering. What specifically were they wrong about? Just say you don't know. Just because I know you don't know, you know you don't know, and I know that you know you don't know, and you know that I know that you know you don't know.
No, I don't know what I know either.
Just say you don't know. What specifically did they get wrong?
He knows that you know
allow
that
me
he knows that he doesn't know that you know that
finish
he knows.
what I am saying, Jen. You can't just sideswipe me like that. That's not good for the conversation because you know I'm not going to stop saying what I'm going to say.
I know you're not going to answer my question.
I would have to leave the server, which is what I think
you know they got it wrong, but you don't know what they got wrong, do you?
You're not allowing me to finish, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, answer my question. What specifically did they get wrong?
Ladies and gentlemen, they made specific predictions as to what.
Okay, what specific predictions did they make?
Don't interrupt me till I'm finished, because I'm going to carry on. They made specific statements as to what they were going to be encountering, and to their surprise, they were wrong in that regard, okay? It's documented well. You can look it up on Wikipedia and elsewhere, okay? The fact is, there is no way that they were wrong for 7.6 miles, and they're going to begin to tell us what's 4,000 miles deep. It's impossible.
Were they wrong for 7.6 miles? That's what I'm asking you. What specifically were they wrong about? And what you said is they said there were they said some specific things. Yes. What things? What specific things did they say that they were wrong about? Were they actually wrong for all 7 miles? Is that true, or is that a lie that you made up? It's a lie that you've made up. We know it's a lie that you've made up because I just asked you what specific things they were wrong about, and you don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not that I don't know. It's just that I'm not allowed to actually extrapolate.
Well, tell us the specific things. Name one.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. As you weren't saying at all in any way. As I was saying. Before I keep getting interrupted, is that it is not possible that a group of people who are wrong about everything they said they were going to encounter, use it and wrong all the way.
A lie again. Wrong about everything they said they were going to encounter. A lie. Completely made up lie. Lie. Absolute lie.
Until he answers the fucking question.
I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to
what
say
specific thing were they wrong about?
I'm going to say it my way.
You don't know, you liar.
You're
making shit up.
Speak, but you don't. You keep interrupting.
Well, you're lying. Stop lying.
Shut up. Allow me to speak. Thank you for the umpteenth time. Ladies and gentlemen, as I was trying to say to you through these incessant interruptions here, basically, that seismic monitors are not reliable enough to tell you what is 4,000 miles deep into the Earth's core. That's impossible. They were wrong for 7.6 miles. They
weren't.
mentioned that they were. I'm going to tell you now. You're interrupting.
Right, are you lying? Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop telling that lie. It's a lie. You've made it up. They weren't wrong for 7.6 miles. That's a lie. Stop saying it. It's a lie.
It's not a lie at all.
It's a lie.
It's not a lie.
What were they wrong about? What were they wrong about? Name the actual things they were wrong about. You can't. You know they were wrong, but you don't know what they were wrong about because you're lying.
I am trying to do that, but you will not allow me.
Well, name it. Just go ahead. Just say the thing right now. Don't need any background. Don't need to say anything you've already said again. Just say the thing that they were wrong about. Name it now.
You have come unhinged. Can you gather your capacity to?
Yeah, because you're lying. You're not going to name a thing. You don't know anything. You're a dumbass who doesn't know what he's talking about. You're not going to name anything. You know you're not. I said you weren't at the beginning. I said you didn't know anything. And I said, I know that you don't know anything. And I pointed out to you that you know that I know you don't know anything. But you're still going to keep waffling on pretending that you do.
Out of control, sir.
Bullshitter. Bullshitter, Jim.
Let me moderate here. Jim,
listen to your behaviour.
And just what were they wrong about?
Unbecoming of that of a host of a
server. Can you be specific, please? What were they wrong about?
Yeah, they were. I was trying to, but I keep getting in.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. What were they wrong
They were
about?
wrong about the materials that they were going to encounter under the earth.
Fuck off.
Okay, that's exactly what they said. Thank you.
Can you be more specific than that?
I cannot be more specific than that, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Because specifically, they were completely and utterly wrong. That's the
were they though? Were they completely and utterly wrong, or is that just a lie that you just made up because you don't know what they were wrong about? You haven't got a clue. So were they 90% right and 10% wrong, or were they 100% wrong about everything? They thought they were drilling into rock, and they got down there and it was custard. I mean, what the fuck are you on about? They weren't completely and utterly wrong. That's a story you made up. Because you're a liar.
To meet a certain type of material, it was the opposite to what they were going to meet. It took them 20 years. 20
oh,
years,
well, if it took them 20 years, that's a specific thing they were wrong about, isn't it? The time it took
That was an unexpected account. They thought it was going to be easier than that. That's the thing. So, no, ladies and gentlemen.
Just made up flatter bullshit.
Can I introduce a different opinion here? Because it's, listen, we've all heard about this for years. I think it might be fake. Because even if it was real and they did believe that they were on a planet, what would they hope to achieve by digging a hole that's like 8 miles or 10 miles?
What would they endanger humanity is what I think. What would they endanger humanity by doing that? Man?
And if they're drilled down to the Earth's core and everything was as described, flat earthers would be saying, oh, but it's only 8 inches across. how can that tell us about the Earth? It's only a few inches across.
Yeah, but Jem, now you have to remember it's coming from the Russians as well, and those Ruskies, they never tell the truth.
You can't drill 4,000 miles. Get out of here. Come on. Any engineer would tell you that.
I prefer my position here because, in a sense, Jem has already hopelessly lost Jin, but then you are lacking any sort of further advance. I like to think that the truth is within the story that's told, and we got to take the baton and move with it. I like my position.
Yeah, you take the bath underwater with you then.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I don't do that, Jin. But I do say that there is some hope. As you were talking about, Gintopia is possible if only we all come on the same level. Yeah. You're only pointing out the obvious, Jin. You're a great arguer. Can I just say this briefly as well to Jin and Jem? First of all, to Jen, I think you behave honourably for the most part, Jin, here online. I hope you're more so in person than you're a fine man, in my view. Gempanda, can I just say this to you? But, you don't need to be so anxious about Jin giving the answer, even though you're trying to catch him. Give him the chance if you're going to tolerate it, because we've been through all of these arguments before. It's not good for your health as well, Jim.
Yeah, that's right. But he is just you don't exercise like me. You're not as fit as I am, Jem.
You don't know what the fuck I do, dickhead.
We know what you do, Jem.
Listen. I think that Johnny B is the only one that's is able or strong enough to.
We know what you do too, Jen. You come in here and you act a cock.
I'm not following in any fucking cult or whatsoever. I'm not following Nathan Ugly. I'm not following like you're saying. I am the man. You are learning from me. I am the man that you have to listen to. That is absolutely the right way to do.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is the? Let me summarize for you. You have 5 famous scientific experiments that prove that the Earth is stationary. You can look it up. It's 50 minutes, 39 seconds long. Great, 20 minutes per experiment, and you will learn the truth there. And then, of course, we have this Kola super borehole that's only 7.6 miles.
You're incorrect. They don't prove the Earth is stationary. They just proving that Hey, Jen, they don't prove the Earth is stationary.
Do we have any flat earthers that aren't belligerent, ill-mannered lunatics?
Nah. Jen, you've been through this millions of times. They don't prove the Earth is stationary. All they do is contradict the official story according to the official model given. So you have to choose your words more carefully.